There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
Flushed out right.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And just shedding him off there.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
244 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
66, Dolphins 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Achane gets it from the gun.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Short throw to Smith. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for Dolphins.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Operating from the gun, Middleton. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Middleton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Second down, they go again with Henry. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.